Hey everyone, and welcome to the week of For the Birds. Okay, the video that you're watching now will be going up on the World Wide Web on July 15th for the For the Birds craft bag. We'll be ready for pickup July 19th through the 24th, which is the 24th is also our Team Bingo deadline. So if you haven't got those in by that date, make sure you do it. And as you can see, we have some company here. This is our friend Polly. Cacao! So, in this week's craft bag that is for the birds, there will be a few things. One of which will be a little bag. Okay, you'll get this little bit paper here that gives you some details. And also in this video here that you're watching, we will cut away after this part here. You'll be knowing how to make your own little bird. There's all these there's some wing pieces, the main bird pieces, and this little orange bit here that is the head. And in the video, we'll show you how to make the little birds, and each one will go on either side of this. But this is kind of the picture that inspired it. And this is the kind of the original craft idea that we saw and we made use of. So, with that being said, there is a few different pages in here other than your craft. There is the birds on the Daniel Boone National Forest, and it's got all these different breeds of birds.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Okay.
Got it.
And this is different birds that you could possibly see in the Daniel Boone National Forest, which we are really nearby to. And then, this is actually from the Salado website, which we would have talked about a couple weeks ago. And this is a bobwhite quail word search. It's got other Kentucky Department of Wildlife stuff, but it's got a little bobwhite quail down here.
Yeah.
Do my bobwhite. Shirley, you sound like a chicken. But then there's also a lead the bobwhite quail to safety. There's a fox over here and a snake. And you gotta get the bobwhite quail safely to the grass. And there's actually some bobwhite quail that there is a whole section at the Wildlife Center at Salado that is really neat. There is a light as a feather bird breed word search. And there is a cute little owl that looks kind of exploded. But it is gonna turn out to be a 3D owl. But there is that. And then there is a creating foundation lines for drawing a bird.
Got it.
And then there is the creature feature activity, the red-tailed hawk.
Get it.
And there's also a bird identification sheet that you can use. Here is a feed the birds
Yay.
sheet, which is actually a bird feeder, which I thought was pretty neat. It's actually using an orange, half of an orange to make the feeder.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So it's kind of, I guess, a biodegradable bird feeder. And there might be some other bird feeder or different sheets in your bag. And then there is this bird bookmark. I believe that would be like a heron, wouldn't you say?
Yes. It's a pretty bird. Pretty bird, pretty bird.
That's the black and white version, and yours might end up looking something like this. But there is a gang here called Fox and the Geese. and it looks like that.
Oh, pretty good.
Can you get it?
Got it.
Okay. And the Fox and the Geese game has instructions with it. And I remember playing a game that was similar to that with a game of checkers, like a checkerboard that I had. And it was pretty simple. One person gets to be the fox and the other person gets to be the geese. The fox is after the geese's goal is to get away. So, while the spies ask, there will also be a book that probably is not going to show up on the screen. If it doesn't, I'll just edit it in there.
Birds of feather.
Birds of a Feather. Poems by Jane Yolen. Photographies by Jason Stebele. His birds, they go pop.
It's a nice book.
It is very nice book. See all the things?
They're pretty.
So, a little place that is actually, if you've ever been to Dollywood, it's very nearby that. It is called Parrot Mountain, and there is all sorts of birds there, and it's a really amazing place. And some parts you can actually even hold the birds, sometimes non-intentionally, because I actually had one bird that when I was feeding it, putting some food in its feeder, it actually just crawled right on my hand, and I'm like, hello. But, so that's a pretty fun place to be, and I don't remember how much it costs. I'll try to put that somewhere behind me, what the charge of it is. But if your family's ever looking for a little bit of a different place to go, that is a great place to go, but make sure you're going in a 4-wheel drive because there is a big hill to get up to Parrot Mountain. But I don't think there's anything else. So that's all for now. Make sure you tune in next week for our last week, and it will be something fishy. Bye.
Barb. 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 Barb.